She was designed to be perfect. Strings pulled, innocence rehearsed, every move scripted. For years, the system sold her purity like a product. But when perfection stopped selling, she did the unthinkable. She cut those strings in front of millions and sold her rebellion instead. So how did she go from Disney's brightest export to pop's most provocative puppet? Before the spotlight, there was just Sabrina, a kid in Pennsylvania, belting tunes in a basement booth her dad built so she wouldn't drive the neighbors crazy.
In Pennsylvania, I was always around my family, which was the greatest thing. You know, I got to start writing songs and playing with instruments on my own just because I had to fill the space of what wasn't there, basically.
By age 10, she was uploading cover songs to YouTube, catching eyes one click at a time.
Hi, I'm Sabrina, and somebody told me that they'd love to hear me sing this song, so I'm going to sing Picture to Burn. Hope you like it.
That grind led her into a Miley Cyrus fan contest, and eventually into the Disney machine. Like Britney, Christina, and Timberlake before her, she came stamped from the Disney machine, the pipeline that mass produces pop stars. Voila. Her first real taste of fame came on Girl Meets World, 2014. She wasn't the star. She played Maya, the wisecracking best friend.
Maya's the one that gets everybody into trouble. She's the rebel of the bunch.
While filming Girl Meets World, Disney moved fast, shaping her image, pairing acting with pop vocals, and lining up songs before the show even ended. Disney gave her exposure and signed her through Hollywood Records, the label that packaged young stars like products. Wardrobes weren't optional, singles weren't hers to choose. Innocent talent was only the raw material, and Disney had the blueprint. She didn't hustle her way in. Disney locked her into a record deal through its own label, Hollywood Records. Just like Miley before her, the machine had plans for her voice too. What Sabrina thought was a launch pad was really a blueprint. She wasn't being signed, she was being stamped, merchandised into a product Disney could sell. The smile, the sound, the style. None of it was hers to own. She wasn't just performing, she was packaged.
Music is always a bit bolder than I am because it gives me that confidence. But besides confidence, there are days where sweatpants will make you feel like the best person in the world. But I think that there's so much fun in having an adventure and something that is a piece of art that somebody else made and something that you can appreciate and that the world can see. It's like painting on a canvas.
Every performance, every lyric, every smile was being measured. But the smile that sold millions would soon be the same one she weaponized. If she wanted to succeed, she had to play the game, even when it meant bending to rules she didn't agree with.
That I just love doing what I'm doing, even through the moments that are a little bit tiresome or annoying at times. It always takes me back to, like, I love being on stage and singing songs that mean something to me. So yeah, it's just reminding me how special all of this is and how I'm lucky to do it.
The child star she once was, bright, defiant, and free, was now learning the harsh truth. In pop, talent is just the beginning, control is everything. Between red carpets and rehearsals, Sabrina was releasing music. Eyes wide open, evolution, singular, catchy, polished, perfectly on brand. But that was the problem. It was too perfect. She had the numbers, the Disney fans, the streaming deals, but not the respect. The songs worked, the image didn't.
11 years old, posting covers on YouTube, and then I've also seen people that have been following me since I started working on a TV show, and then post-TV show, my first tour when I was 16, and all the in-betweens, all the festivals where I was playing a pre-show.
Every beat felt like it came from the same machine that made her, and the industry could tell she was ready to break, even if no one knew when or how. By the time Skin dropped, Sabrina wasn't just leaving Disney behind, she was stirring the pot. Fans immediately lit up, claiming the song was a shade-filled answer to Olivia Rodrigo. Rodrigo had just exploded with the biggest song of 2021, Driver's License. When Sabrina dropped Skin, the internet decided it was war. It was a moment that forced everyone to stop seeing her as just a kid from Girl Meets World. She was a young woman staking her claim, setting rules for her image, her voice, and her music. Skin wasn't just a song, it was a statement. This is me, on my terms. Even the fan wars became part of the story. Threads dissecting lyrics, comparing her to Olivia, debating whether she was petty or empowered. Every click, every share, every viral clip only amplified her rise. Sabrina didn't hide, she leaned into it.
Is that true? Is there any validity to that? I mean, it's also just not my place to say. I think a lot of people were sort of pointing fingers. And so at the end of the day, like, I was dealing with what I was dealing with internally. And the only way I ever know how to deal with things is to write about it. I mean, like, I literally write about it genuinely, like, things do get under my skin, things have. And that was kind of why I felt the need to write the song, and hopefully.
Years later, when she cut ties, her old management tried to drag her back with a lawsuit. Not Disney this time, but the same system that had signed her as a child. The split hadn't been explosive, just inevitable. Her management wanted control over projects she'd already outgrown. And when she refused to play the pop princess part again, the lawyers stepped in. Just when it seemed Sabrina was only fighting on the stage or in the charts, the legal drama hit. Her former management team wasn't done with her. They filed a lawsuit claiming breach of contract. Suddenly, the headlines weren't about Disney or viral songs. They were about courtrooms, clauses, and control. Her silence was strategy. She fought back with contracts, not captions. It was a brief but telling moment, just a paragraph in the gossip columns, but it spoke volumes. Sabrina wasn't just a product of the industry. She was learning to steer it.
I did not read the contract. Like, I was 12. You know what I mean? All I wanted to do is sing. And I think when you're that young, you have so much faith in the goodness of people. You don't even consider that people could be using you or misguiding you.
Every step in court, every decision made, cemented the idea that she wasn't simply a face. By the time Man's Best Friend dropped, Sabrina Carpenter wasn't just making music. She was making headlines. The album cover alone ignited controversy. Posed on all fours next to a man holding her hair, critics called it regressive and accused it of glamorizing submission. Fans fired back, claiming it was bold, empowering, and unapologetically artistic. Her lyrics added fuel to the fire. Tracks addressing agoraphobia and personal struggles split opinions. Some praised her honesty, others dismissed it as a calculated provocation. Every media mention and headline amplified the conversation, keeping Sabrina squarely in the spotlight. Rather than shrink from the scrutiny, she leaned into it, showing she was in control of the narrative. The Disney kid everyone once knew was gone. In her place stood a savvy pop star who knew exactly how to stir debate and grab attention. Sabrina Carpenter wasn't just back. She'd rewritten the rulebook. Emails I Can't Send dropped, and suddenly, the girl who once played best friend on Disney was front and center. Behind the music, the team pulled every lever. Jack Antonoff brought shimmering synths. Ian Kirkpatrick added beats that hit like a punch, and Amy Allen co-wrote lyrics that cut straight to the point. Sabrina wasn't just singing, she was owning her story, flipping the script on the industry. But the Feather video changed everything. Shot inside a Catholic church, it was surreal, sensual, and shocking. Everything a safe Disney kid should never touch. The backlash was instant. Fans gasped, critics raged, and yes, a priest even lost his job. Overnight, the obedient teen molded by the industry became a lightning rod for controversy. People weren't talking about her music. They were debating morality, art, and control. It was exactly the attention the industry feared. And maybe exactly what Sabrina needed. She could have played it safe, kept the Disney halo intact, and climbed slowly. But she didn't. Every frame, every movement screamed, "I'm not your puppet anymore." News sites ran headlines that made her look like a rebel overnight. And she watched it all with a mix of thrill and calculation. Because controversy sells, and it also redefined her as more than a child actor.
Those comments are gonna hurt more, you know? But I think for the most part, I've been dealing with people saying mean things about me since I was very little. I started a YouTube channel when I was 9 years old. I would post covers of songs of artists I loved.
Hits like Short and Sweet and Espresso weren't just songs, they were statements. Billboard Top 10, platinum streams, playlists everywhere. Every record-breaking stream came with headlines attached, proof that in pop, controversy isn't a distraction, it's fuel. Her live shows? Pure fire. Each performance was a mix of old Hollywood glam and modern pop edge. Every move, every outfit, every lyric felt calculated, but in a way that made it look effortless. Controversy still followed her, sure, but she learned to turn it into fuel. Memes, tweets, debates. She was trending for all the right and wrong reasons. By the end of the era, one thing was clear. The Disney kid was gone. In her place stood a pop star who knew exactly what she wanted and how to make the world notice. The girl Disney built had become the woman the industry couldn't control. She didn't just escape Disney, she weaponized it. The puppet strings didn't just snap, she learned to pull them herself.